welcome to my channel. I'm Shaza, you may know me as Brown Girl Does Makeup. Thank you for clicking on my video. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the content. So I'm just doing a series of my collection videos. This is something for me. I enjoy looking at my makeup and it gives me the opportunity to play with it. I also needed to organize my drawer where I keep most of my makeup that's in use. And if you watch my last video where I did my bronzers and contouring powders, you'll know that it's not going very well because my drawer's a bit too small for the amount of products that I have. But it is what it is, and we're just going to power through until we figure out how we're going to reorganize everything. And you know, I do want to buy some bits and pieces here and there, so I would like to have the extra space to be able to do so, but I'm also trying to use up stuff, so I don't know about that. But yeah, today we're just looking at some of the kind of like multi-use purpose face palettes, though everything's kind of like multi-use, whether it's a blusher you can use as an eyeshadow or bronzer you can use as an eyeshadow, etc. But these are sort of like multi-product stuff. Some of them, like these two and these three, are mainly cheek product. Well, they're all cheek products except with the exception of this one. So where shall we begin? We'll begin with the two Pat McGrath ones. So these are the holiday collection palettes, which was the Divine Blush and Glow Trio. This is in Galactic Sun. Take that out. So whilst taking this palette out, I just bent my nail really far back down to there, and it's really painful, really painful. So this is Galactic Sun, and that's what it looks like. This is the lighter palette out of the two. It's very pretty, very pigmented blushes. I do like single blushes, but I also like having multiples, and these were better value for money when it came to buying blushes from her, because I didn't want to buy the individual ones because they're quite expensive. So I was glad these came out, and then I was able to get them and get multiple blushes. I ended up buying a second one, which was the deeper one. This was Amber L'Oreal, and let's try and get this one out. There we go. So this one, obviously you can see it's got more of a bright fuchsia pink, and then a deeper sort of plummy maroony kind of blush. I keep wanting to say bronzer, but it's not. And then we have the highlighter, which is a little bit more pinky. So these are really pretty. I do really like these. I don't know if I have doubles of the highlighters, to be honest, and I'm not really bothered. So we could do the next two Urban Decay ones. So this is the Stay Naked Threesome in Fly, and I saw Jen Love's reviews, and people said this was one of the worst products on I think Sephora, but I actually quite enjoy it. I mean, it's a little bit more of a, I kind of use it in winter because it has more shimmer in it, and I like to have a little bit more shimmer in my products because I don't want to look overly matte in winter, but in summer I do want complete matte products because they help me have a bit more confidence in my skin where I get really oily. So I generally use this one more in the winter, but I did enjoy it. I tried, in her video she swirled all the blush, bronzer and the highlighter together and put it all over her face, and I tried that and I didn't like it. I'd rather just use them separately, but I do like that for traveling. And this is the Naked Flushed palette. This is quite old, you can see I've hit pan in it, and it's very similar to that one, but this is more of a Tamiya blush. And again, the highlighter is quite more for winter for me because it's got a bit more shimmer in it, but I do really enjoy those. And then we have, I reviewed this on my channel, I'll link the video up on the cards, the Dream Cheek Trio palette from Natasha Denona. I do really like this one because I have those Urban Decay ones. I'm not sure how much I'll travel with this one. Benefit Cheek Star palette. This is a hefty palette. Like I part of me is like, why did I buy this? But I also really like it. I don't know why there's this in it. Let me take that out. But in all honesty, I use the Hoola, and I would use this, and I kind of can get away with using that. But these two, this is a bit too light for me, and this one, I don't think I even tried it, to be honest. So I only kind of like tried it for when I wrote about it a long time ago. I think it was over a year, maybe 2 years ago. I actually wanted to try and use this more often to see how I can get on with it in terms of like finishing up, but I just haven't gotten around to it because, you know, like I've been home for the last year with Baba, and every time I wore makeup I sort of like tested out new ones, or I've kind of like gone to True and tested makeups and stuff, and my Hoola bronzer that I have that's in my individual box is like really close to finishing, so I didn't really want to use this yet. Maybe when I finish that, then I can pull this out and start using it. And then we have the old school Huda Beauty, I should get rid of this plastic 3D highlighter palette. Again, this one is in, what is this one in? Bronze Sands edition. So this, I think, that was the darkest one. I don't know why I picked the darkest one. I just ended up buying the darkest one. I have used this a few times, and again, this is more of a summertime palette for a wintertime palette for me, because I prefer a bit of shimmer in my winter makeup rather than my summer. I know it's the opposite to most people, but I do get extremely oily during the summer, so I'd rather just have more shimmer in the winter rather than the summer. I do really like this one. I think I will try and get some use out of it when winter comes around. And then, who remembers makeup obsessions? Like, are they still around? Is it still a thing? I remember going into Boots and getting really excited to buy this because I could select everything myself. So what I have here is 2 highlighters, one pinkier, one gold, and then I have a blush, a contouring powder, and this was my highlighting powder, and this was for my brows. I don't know why I picked that because it doesn't suit my brows whatsoever, so I can tend to kind of use it as an eyeshadow. But I was really keen on these palettes because, you know, it was like a all one stop shop kind of thing. But as you can see, these pop out really easily, and even when you press them in, like if I press them in, they keep popping out. If you hit the back by accident, you can easily pop them out like that. But it doesn't really matter because it's not like you can get this anymore. I think I don't see anywhere, not in Boots, not anywhere. But I still like to use it every now and again, especially if I'm going to stay with my mum for a little bit, my mum and dad, so they can have some time with Baba. I'll take something like this with me. It's easier to travel. So they're all my sort of like multi-use palettes. This one's going to go where my eyeshadows are because it doesn't fit in the drawer, and these ones, well, that one too, the Huda Beauty one, these ones should fit in my drawer. Well, we'll try and make them fit, but if you watch my last video, you know what my stress is about right now because I can't fit anything into the drawer anymore, but we'll give it a go. So let's figure out where I'm going to put these. So I did get it to fit. I put one here, and then I put the other 2 there, and then my Pat McGrath ones fitted there, and I think that's it. That was all the palettes I needed to try and squeeze in. And this is the drawer completed. And again, like I said, it's not the best looking drawer. I wish I could have it better and see everything much nicer, but we'll make do with it for now. Eventually, hopefully, we can try and find a better storage solution for my makeup. And those other 2 palettes are going to go into my eyeshadow palette area. And that's another thing I wish I had better storage for, because I don't look at the ones that are at the back that often. I only look at the ones that are at the front, and the ones that are at the front I mainly like little petite travel ones, and I gravitate to those because they're at the front. But yeah, we'll figure something out in the future when I hopefully maybe can get better storage for everything. Yeah, so if you enjoyed that little quick video of my multi-use palettes, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I will have some affiliate links down below. So if you use them, I do get a small commission, but you don't have to use them. But again, if you do, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.